All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paul Bellew. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Paul Nickal.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
All right, early round action here. Bodies are dry, and that is all. Beautiful combination. Beautiful knee.
Nice left change.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nickal.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility. Rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch. You are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
Craig's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on the hips to try to move the opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
Now he's going full mount.
Working for the submission once again.
He's fighting. He wants this very bad.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Nickal's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Craig. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job. His hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Craig's right back to the full mount here.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
You need to work out his position.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw big damage, but then all like underhook, a great position for a top fighter.
Transition by Nickal. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep. Knee on belly.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Close guard. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Nickal's in half guard.
massive shot from the top.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar, just get the ground.
And attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Round 2 straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, breathe. Deep breath in for me. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns with your strike.
Now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Well, there was a moment in that previous round when it looked like we weren't going to get to this next round. Here we are. We will see the extent to which he has recovered.
Let's see how he recovered over the course of that minute. They were putting water over his head. They were trying to bring him back, but I would advise him to clinch a lot in the first minute of this round.
And an immediate transition to the judo throw right into side control.
He's in side control. He's got a ton of options.
All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just swerve away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Let's go. Work for that back position.
Nickal's able to flatten him out. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
You need to chase ground and pound, or you can go to submission. Right now, it looks like he's trying to get to an arm triangle. He needs to push the left arm across and secure it with his.
Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent and back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast
absolutely
table.
did, John. You know I love popcorn.
Nickal going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add.
Now let's get a full pass. Let's get a full pass.
Lands a nice punch from his back.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Nickal's back in full mount.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's on the hips. Nicely done. Craig's back in full guard.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on it.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Craig's in half guard now. Working out of the half guard here. All right, feet on the hips here.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Good work. I'm standing up.
30 seconds to go in round 2. Seconds left. 15 seconds.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. 10 minutes in the books.
This is it, last round. You're losing. You listening to me? You're losing, man. You got to go out there and use your striking. You got to put together some combinations for him. I want you to put him against the cage.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down, even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
Third round underway.
Block that punch.
All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round 1, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to...
Craig's trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show. Oh, real good submission attempt. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
You get it, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Craig. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Good work from the top here by Nickal. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter, because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. Nickal's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
God, look at him. He's setting up a choke now. Look at that. He's setting it up. Oh, my goodness. He might have it.
You gotta be kidding me. He's out. Lands with the ground and pound here. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Nichols has got full mount now.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Oh, big shots from the top. Right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to be really heavy at the opponent's base and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get it off or find great ground. Very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Nichols right back to the full mount. Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut.
Great submission defense.
Under 20 seconds now to go.
Great job changing the position and getting that reversal.
Briggs attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision by
All right, fascinating fight as it played out, but it was dominant, and it was dominant for the wrestler over the jiu-jitsu player. And I gotta think, even though he didn't get the finish, he and his team are gonna be very satisfied when they watch this fight back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you look at matchups, you know that there are dangers whenever you're a wrestler and you're fighting a grappler. But the way that he fought tonight, the way that he was safe, the way that he was able to really control this guy was very impressive. So even though it's a decision, it's a very happy decision and a safe decision.